I guess the way I kind of want to start this is had a lot of I've had a lot of ideas, a lot of things circling. Um, a lot of things have changed. A lot of things. Um, I mean, everything is different. Nothing's the same, for worse or the bad. Um, I guess for at least, I always I always eventually come back to trying to do some type of content creation. Haven't been very consistent with it. Just things constantly come up, and that's just life. Um, it, uh, what I what I am gonna start doing is uh do a topic of the hour. I'm not gonna do it this time just because I don't know if I can talk for an hour today. I'm not really feeling it. But the topic for today is change. Uh just I mean, I guess in general, but I mean, I guess we're more so talking about from my life. Um a lot of things have changed. A lot more than I realized. Um for once again, for good or worse, I don't exactly know uh as of right now. What I do know is I do want to change. The one thing I've learned over, I guess, the past couple weeks is that my internal dialogue with myself is messed up and that it needs to be changed. Um, unfortunately, unfortunately, I wouldn't necessarily say unfortunately, or just maybe I just don't know. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be to change your inner dialogue about yourself, especially if you're someone who has only seen yourself in a negative light for so long. And I guess what's funny about it is when I think about it, I didn't I didn't really I don't know. Even in young years, I didn't think about it too much, and that might have just been because I was busy at the time. I was a student athlete, so I had school and athletics, and then I come home, got work chores, so there wasn't a lot of time to ponder and think about myself and in its entirety. I think I liked myself at the time, but I didn't harshly judge myself. Um, Now with changes and with having a lot of time to like think to myself, having a lot of time to myself, um, I think I grew to resent myself, and so once again on this topic of change, it's been to fix the internal dialogue with myself, which is hard to change. I'm going to keep saying that, which is hard to change. Um, I didn't realize how hard it'd be just because it's so broken. Like it's very hard to catch myself, talking down on myself or being down on myself. It's very hard to catch myself. Um, it's hard to believe um the things that I tell myself. What you're supposed to do to change your inner dialogue is you're supposed to say things out loud to yourself. I deserve a better life. I'm worthy I'm good enough, things of that sort. You're supposed to say them out loud, say them to yourself. And over time, that internal dialogue is supposed to change. Um, Not saying that I thought it would be easy. Um, I just didn't think. I think trying to do it made me realize how much harder it is and how much I really don't do it. And putting the effort forward to do it has been a little difficult, I would say. But that is one thing that I'm trying to change uh, on my journey to trying to just be more than what I am now. I think that's what I want at the moment, more than what I am now. Uh, Another thing that's gonna change. Uh, I was doing YouTube for a little bit. Uh, and for the time that I was doing YouTube, I was pretty consistent. Um, and I felt like I was kind of heading in the right direction. I ran out of gas, I think, or ran out of gas, just a lot of things. Um, so uh, as far as my YouTube channel, things are gonna change there as well. I won't be. I think before I was doing gaming content. Battlefield wasn't the most consistent with it, but I was still trying. Uh, I think it'll be less of that. It'll be more of you know just me kind of talking for an hour. Or what I do want to kind of start. It's kind of been tickling the back of my brain. I've been going back and forth on it. Uh, but doing music. Um, I don't know what I want to do with it right now. Uh, it's just music is a hard like thing just cuz, I don't know. It's something I want to do. It's something I would like to be somewhat good at, but when you hear stories about, all your great musicians and stuff like that, and they all have musical backgrounds, they've been doing it for a long time. And for me, it won't be that type of journey. It'll be the journey for me will be just learning, or doing small things. What I was gonna do was I was gonna uh, get a guitar and just learn how to play guitar. Um, I think it'll help in some things. Um, there's a lot of um, empty space in my life. What I mean by empty space, I mean, just empty space. There's too much silence. There's a lot of silence. Um, and in that silence, comes the bad negative talk. The I somehow picked up the habit of pacing in my room for hours. It's a little weird, but um, I just I think there needs to be something to fill the space, and I think learning the guitar is gonna be good for not only some content that I can throw on YouTube for people to see, but maybe to spark some ideas, and like I said, just to kind of just fill the space, just to change things a little bit, even if not much. Um, Even doing this is a bit of a change, you know. So yeah, I mean, welcome. Uh, I don't really have much, truthfully. Like a good 10 minutes. I would say welcome. Just it's gonna be pretty pretty boring for the most part. I don't know how I'm gonna make it toward an hour of just talking. Not much of a I don't say I'm much of a talker, but to myself or to no one. Like I don't know. I can bounce the ideas off my own brain, all day, but I don't know, hard to do. Trying to just maybe talk it out loud, but that's what I'm thinking. Um, think I'm gonna pick up a guitar and try to learn how to play the guitar. I think it'll be interesting. Um, it'll be something to do while things change, and hopefully, things get better in the process of all of this change here. And in doing so, uh, improve uh, just some small things. But I think that's where I'm starting to start. As far as when I'm gonna get this guitar, it's gonna be a very long. It's gonna be I'm not gonna say a very long time, but it's gonna be a minute before I get this guitar. It's not gonna be like right now, but it's gonna be coming soon to get this guitar and try to start learning. So I think the biggest thing is just figuring out what I'm gonna do as far as far as talking, I think I got some. Just cause, you know, there's a million different topics out there. Just find the one I want to talk about and just talk for about an hour. Try to try to try to do that and do my best. But that's about it. I don't really have much else, truthfully. There ain't much else to add. Um, but yeah, it's really about it. I wish I had more. It's about all I wanted to talk about. So yeah, I'll probably be here tomorrow. What time? No idea. I don't know if I wanna. It'll just be whenever, but there'll always be. There should be at least a topic of an hour of the hour, something to just talk about. Just kind of ran for a little bit. Might help some things. So, really excited to try to. Well, this is one thing. I am gonna get a whiteboard. Wanted to get a whiteboard. I think sitting in the chair all day it's kind of boring, but did want to get a whiteboard and just kind of doodle, maybe write some things down while as I talk. So I got a couple of ideas that I'm thinking about. But we'll see. And yeah.